Hi beautiful girls, welcome back to my channel. Today I achieved this little Valentine's Day tutorial. It's really simple. I did it pretty quick and I think I'm gonna do more. It just depends if I have time later, you know, before Valentine's Day. But yeah, this is a little Valentine's Day inspired tutorial. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let me show y'all real quick the look that I'm gonna do. This look is inspired by Glam by Liz. Now, excuse my cracked phone, like my screen, but okay, focus. Okay, this is the look that I'm gonna try to recreate today. Like I said, this is by Glam by Liz, so all credits to her. And let's see if I can clutch this. Yes. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. So now I'm just gonna prime my eyelids with the Tarte Shape Tape. You guys know what this is. Everyone knows what this is. This is like the best concealer in my opinion. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna start with the Impressed by You palette by Beauty Glaze. This is a dupe for the Jaclyn Hill palette, as you can see, and I'm gonna be using some of these red colors right here. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this red color right here and start creating the shape of my cut crease. Now when you do a cut crease, you want to make sure that you go over your actual crease on your eye. Me, for example, I have hooded eyes, so I absolutely have to go over. Sorry. Like I was saying, I have hooded eyelids, so I absolutely have to do my crease like over my actual eye crease. If not, like, it's not gonna work out and you're not gonna be able to see your makeup look that you're trying to create. So yeah, I just did like a little rough draft of the crease. Now I'm gonna take a lighter red and go right over this to try to blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with an orangey color because the red kind of matches the other red and I don't like that. So we're gonna go in with an orangey color. Now you want to make sure to try to go over the color that you already applied, so you don't like overdo it and get way too high on your eyelid. Okay, I'm gonna take a semi-clean brush. I use this brush for my reds and oranges anyways, but it is kind of clean and it helps to blend, so I'm gonna use this to try to blend out the eyeshadow even more. As you can see, I'm like focusing on what's already on there, the product that's already on there. Like, I'm not going too high with it. I'm literally just going over the eyeshadow that I already applied, and the edges should blend out by themselves. Okay, now I'm gonna take more like a brownish color to really deepen up the crease, and I'm using this very small brush. It's very precise for you to make a small line, so try to use a small brush like this for your actual like cut crease. Okay, so I'm basically going to try to draw it out. The easiest way to do this is to look at where your natural crease is and just make an exact line, but obviously over it. See how I'm doing it? I'm just going like over it, and you can see the brown starting to deepen it up. Okay, don't worry if you like make mistakes on your eyelid because we're gonna be concealing that anyways. Every time you do a cut crease, it's very important to not do just like one color, if that makes sense. Like, you always want to put an even darker color right on top of it, like right where you're gonna cut your actual crease, so you can really see the dimensions of your cut crease. So right here is kind of like the harder part because this is where you actually have to go in and kind of draw out your cut crease yourself. So you have to imagine that shape that we saw in the picture, and you want to try to actually replicate that exact shape. So I'm basically just drawing it out. See, you can see the exact curve of where we're going to be concealing and cutting the crease, and then draw it out, extend it out. Okay, so after you kind of drew out the cut crease, you want to go back in with your small brush and just go right up top of it. You don't have to add any product or any more eyeshadow. All you have to do is use this brush to blend. And you don't have to blend a ton, just blend enough to where there's not like rough lines, you know what I mean? Okay, now that you finished blending out your actual crease, we're gonna go ahead and cut it with concealer. So using that same Shape Tape concealer and a flat concealer brush, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. Okay, now when you get to the end, you want to kind of turn your face a little bit on your mirror so you can see like how you're gonna do the tail of it, because this part is a little bit hard. So be very careful with this. So that is kind of the rough draft of this concealer part of you cutting the crease. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna add a glitter liner right on top of it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now I'm taking my eye candy palette by Rose Glam Boutique. This is a boutique on Instagram. I actually had an eyelash collab with them, so you guys should be familiar with this palette. And I'm using the eye candy palette, which is a colorful palette. And I'm going to be using this pink right here for the eyelid. So it's really important that whenever you add a color to your eyelid, you kind of want to pack on the color, because you really want it to pop and you really want it to show. Oh, this is such a pretty pink. You know, I've never used this pink before. Wow, it's so vibrant. What? I was not expecting this. I'm not a professional makeup artist and I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to makeup either. And I know like some of you may think like, well, you should be, because you know makeup is very important and you have to be on fleek and blah blah blah. But girl, as long as you make it look good, like, you don't have to be perfect. Okay, so now that I finished putting the color on the eyelid, I'm gonna go back in with a dark brown shade and go over our crease again. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is the glitter liner. The glitter that I'm using is this one in the shade Galaxy by Beauty Creations. And I'm gonna be using my Starlight glue. Now you wanna go in with a Q-tip and clean up the glue, because that would be a really thick line. So that right there is good. And obviously right before your glue dries, apply the glitter. And obviously it's okay if it's messy right now, because we're gonna clean it up anyways. It's pretty simple, honestly. All you have to do is have a steady hand and just be patient. Never try to rush makeup. Like, even if it's something that has to do with glue and you have to kind of hurry, don't rush it. You're gonna be fine. Okay, so that's it for the glitter liner. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. Now the last thing you want to do is go back in with your brush and kind of clean up the glitter, like anything that doesn't belong. And that's it for the glitter liner. Okay, lastly I'm going to be applying my favorite highlighter, which is the JCat highlighter. You guys already know. Super affordable, $8 highlighter. I'm going to apply this to the brow bone. Now there's some things that you have to be really precise with when it comes to makeup. You don't want to like smear it everywhere. This is one of them. When I apply my highlighter on my eyelids or my brow bone or whatever, I use the side of my brush, you know, like the little angle, so it's not like messy. Okay, next I'm gonna put on some mascara, pop on some lashes, then do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, well that's it for the eyes. I hope it was simple enough for you guys to follow along. These lashes are in the style Sexy from Janae's Deja Vu Boutique on Instagram. These are my favorite lashes ever. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera because I'm kind of in a rush right now. Sorry, but I'll be back for the highlighter part, okay? Okay, I went ahead and finished the rest of my face off camera, and all that's left is setting spray and highlighter. So let's do it. Oh, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And before it dries, I'm gonna apply my highlighter because you know it has to be popping. Oh wow, popping, wow. My face is still wet, I can feel it. Oof, oof. And don't forget your nose highlight. Remember, you wanna add the dot like a little bit higher than your actual, the actual pointy part of your nose. So it gives it the illusion that your nose is like pointier or whatever. And the inner corner, don't forget that either. Okay girls, well that is it for this simple little Valentine's Day tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of them, and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe.